Hey guys, hey, welcome to Mondays with Mark. I'm Mark, and this is Smokey Steve and Mark. Oh, yes, it is. Welcome back. Oh boy, is it nice to see you on this Monday. Tuesday, that is. Oh my, did we have quite an interesting evening yesterday, let me tell you. The storm blew in without warning. Like our phones, they started to go off, for the warning. Heavy thunderstorms coming your way, take shelter, tornado watch, all that stuff. And we got those announcements, and like literally 10 minutes later, it boom, got dark, and we had the worst thunderstorm of the year so far. It was crazy. I mean, it was like, I don't know. This is like like after the worst of it. I mean, I really couldn't even go outside. The wind was blowing so bad onto the porch and everything. I was worried about the plants and everything in the garden. Little bit of damage, but I was able to go out this morning and fix it up. We didn't lose anything, but we did have a couple things fall. And the neighbor next door, I feel so bad for her. One of the branches fell off of the tree right in front of our place, landed on her car. Huge dent in it. She has to get it fixed, and it's just a good thing it didn't break her windshield, But anyway, it was a terrible storm. Quite exciting too, and we lost power, we lost internet, and my phone was only charged to 20%. I was all freaked out because I don't have any other way to charge my phone. I don't have one for the car. Which I really should get for situations like this, so we could charge the phone in the car. And we had no way. I was halfway done with Mondays with Mark, so you'll see some of it is like, some of it's in the dark, but it was quite fitting though, because, the title of our video today is Light Her Up. Oh yeah. And everything we do today has something to do with lights. And, lights can be anything. Lights can be a light bulb. It could be fire. It could be lightning, LED lights. I mean, you name it, and everything. We have a project to do. We have a recipe to do and some interesting facts too that are all centered around light of some sort. It's going to be so cool. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, that's what happened yesterday. So that is why I'm with you today on Tuesday instead of Monday. So I guess we're going to do another Mondays with Mark Tuesday edition. That works, right? So I did have a couple things to get caught up on before we get on to our first project. And I did want to tell you that you remember we had a mail call last week, and one of the gifts we got were these beautiful stainless steel cooking set here. And there wasn't we thought there wasn't a card or anything with it. Turns out there was. There was a beautiful card with a letter, and it was from Suka, and she's a longtime viewer, and I just wanted to mention that because where the card was. It was inside the box, and it had, I guess, fallen. It was underneath all the pots. So when I unpacked them, I'm like, here's the card. So beautiful letter, beautiful gift. I wanted to just thank you once again and let everybody know that we did get the card. So thank you so much. And also another little update. Finally, I got the recipe done for the homemade funfetti cake, and it's posted to social media. It's on Facebook there too, so you can screenshot it or download it, whatever you want to do. Quite a few people asked for a printable version of the funfetti cake. So I'm sorry it took me so long. You know me, but I did get it, and it is up right now. So anyway, all right. So I don't want to take up too much time because we have a lot to do today. I think, why don't we head into the kitchen and whip up something, so delicious, y'all. And like I said, it has to do with light her up in some way. So we're gonna make a classic flambe dessert. Come on, let's go. certainly going to light this recipe up, y'all. We're gonna make that classic dessert, Cherries Jubilee. Oh, it's so delicious, and this recipe is super easy to make. So let's get to it, shall we? So in the bowl here, I have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 1/2 cup of regular sugar, and we're just gonna whisk that together, just until it's like all mixed. Just for a second or so, just like that. All right, that's good there. And to that, we're going to add 1/4 cup of cold water and 1/4 cup of fresh squeezed orange juice. Yes, and then we're gonna mix that all together. Okay, that's good. And then moving right over to the stove here, we're going to add this to a saute pan or maybe a wide saucepan. We're going to add that in there just like that, and then we're going to bring that up to a boil, and we're just going to let it simmer there just for about a minute or so. Okay. Okay, and to that, oh yes, we are going to add 1 pound of dark sweet cherries or Bing cherries, and you could do frozen or fresh or a combination of the two. We're going to add that there, and then along with about a 1/2 teaspoon of fresh grated orange zest. Add that. And then just give that a stir so that all the cherries get nice and coated there. And we're going to bring that back up to a boil. And then we're going to reduce our heat and let it simmer for about 5 minutes. All right, so we've been simmering here for about 5-6 minutes. We're going to turn our heat completely off. Oh yeah, these smell great. Okay, and now we're going to add 1/4 cup of golden rum. So, what is the difference between regular rum and gold rum? Well, gold rum, also called amber rum, is actually aged in wooden barrels, and that gives it a darker color and a richer and sweeter flavor too. And the longer it's aged in those barrels, well, the darker it will be. And the wooden barrels, they also add some subtle flavors to the rum too, like vanilla, caramel, citrus, and almond. Yeah, so this is the part where this is the lighter up part. So the golden rum we're going to set on fire after we pour into our saute pan. And you can do that with a click lighter like this. I'd recommend getting a long one like that. You could use a kitchen torch or a long match as well, okay? So we turned all the lights out so we can see the fire. All right, so just pour your rum right in like that. And then just stand like a little bit away from it, and we're gonna set it on fire. And then just using a circular motion, swirling motion, we're just gonna swirl those around until that beautiful blue flame extinguishes itself. Flambe, 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 flambe. Hey, we're gonna go out soon. Nicole again. This will caramelize our sugars, and all that alcohol will burn off. Oh, and there we are. Oh, look at that. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so now this dessert is traditionally served over some really good vanilla bean ice cream. And what I did was I got a couple scoops already ahead of time in a nice bowl, and I kept it in the freezer so the bowl and the ice cream is nice and solid. So let me go get that and we'll dish her up. Ooh, vanilla bean ice cream. Okay. And then, oh my goodness, our Cherries Jubilee, hot and juicy and just, oh. I don't know. I haven't had Cherries Jubilee in so long. I'm so excited for this. Oh, yes. We're going to put more on the go. Okay, and then let's see. We'll do a little bit of whipped cream right on top there. Whipped cream. Okay, and finally, oh yes, we gotta get some, gotta have some mint, right? Fresh mint. Right on there like that. OMG. There you have it. Cherries Jubilee! Yeah! Ooh, Cherries Jubilee. Ooh, it looks good. I popped this in the freezer last night, and I was so like, I didn't know if it would like, it went in the freezer while the power was still on, and then the power went off, and the power was off for 12. It didn't come back on until this morning. But it held up pretty well in there, so I'm glad about that. I should have just ate it, really. Well, I'll eat it tonight. I'm going to have to microwave it a little bit there, though, because it's, like, solid. And then the rest of it, you can just keep in a, like, an airtight Tupperware container or something. And this is, I mean, really, Cherries Jubilee is a dessert topping, really. You know, the cherry part of it there. And you don't have to just put it on ice cream. This would be excellent on top of pound cake or angel food cake or cake, you know. Oh, it's great. It's, you know, it's a wonderful dessert, huh? So, oh, you got to give it a try. It's not hard, is it? I mean, it's really not. You know, you just want to be a little careful when you're doing the flambe thing, you know, stand back a little, make sure there's no pets or children around, because it's very easy to, like, you know, when you're swirling it, it's very easy to swirl it too much, and some of it will come out, and it will still be on fire, but it will extinguish very quickly. But you just want to be careful with that. So, well, you know what else on the topic of light? I thought it would be fun to explore some interesting facts about light. Now, you know me, I have interesting facts coming out the wazoo, everybody, but please don't make me go there for them. As a matter of fact, why don't we go here for them? Did you know that every year there's over 150,000 home fires attributed to cooking equipment, like our stove? And at Thanksgiving, well, the average number of home cooking fires, well, that raises threefold. That's crazy. And unattended cooking, well, that accounts for most home cooking fires. So definitely be careful in that kitchen, everybody. Be safe. Here's a creepy fact for you. If a candle flame turns blue or suddenly goes out with no apparent draft or breeze, well, it's a sure sign that ghosts are present. And how about these interesting facts and myths all about lightning? Ooh, yeah. yeah. So, did you know that lightning can strike up to 15 miles away from its parent storm? That's crazy. So, if you're outside and you hear a distant rumbling of thunder, well, just make sure you just be careful and be mindful, okay? You never know when that lightning will strike. And that old saying, lightning never strikes twice in the same place, well, that's actually a myth. Lightning very often strikes in the same place more than once, especially with those high buildings and structures. And lightning strikes account for an average of 50 deaths a year here in the US. I was very surprised to hear that number was that high. Were you? Well, welcome to my boudoir. Okay, so this project is obviously for the bedroom, right? And, in this apartment, we have these really tall ceilings, which creates really tall, big walls, And, first of all, I need something on the wall. Secondly, our bed, I think we did a review of this. It's one of those mattresses that poof up, and we still like it and everything. But I don't know, it needs a headboard. And I've been leaning up against here for the last year and a half. So, it gets discolored in that. And then I went to clean it and it took some of the paint off too. Unbelievable. But anyway, so I kept my eyes out for a headboard of some sort. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll make a headboard for the back of it, But I couldn't think of what to do. And then looking at how tall the wall was, I got an idea. Maybe I'll use curtains to make my own headboard, I've always loved canopy beds with the sheer curtains on it. So I thought I'd kind of combine the two, a headboard and the canopy. And so we are going to make a sheer curtain headboard that lights up. Oh yeah, it's really cool. And I actually was just going to do this on my own. And then I thought, no, you know what? It might be a pretty good idea to share. Someone might get an idea and do this themselves. So anyway, what do we need? Well, first of all, we need some sheer curtains, color of your choice. And you're going to need, obviously, a curtain rod or whatever kind of rod of some sort, and whatever type of hanging things that you want to use. I'm going to use some command strips to hang it, or you can use the hooks and the fixtures that come with your pole there, or your rod, excuse me. Safety pins we'll need, and then we're going to need some fairy lights. Yay! And they do sell curtain fairy lights, and all that is they have these separate little strings of fairy lights here. They're just all separate, so you don't, you know what I mean? They hang down. Or you could get the regular fairy lights, and I'd recommend getting at least a 200 light strand, okay? Because, we're going to need to string it up and down our curtains, so it looks pretty cool. So I'm going to show you how to use both of them, okay? But I am going to stick with my curtain fairy lights here. So, all right, I've been yapping long enough. This project is kind of fun to do, and it's super easy. So let's get to it. What do we do first? Okay. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to attach our curtains to our rod. I have the holes in the curtain like that, so I just leave it in and out. However your curtains come, some just slide right on, and we're going to do that and have it the back facing us, the back of the curtains facing us, okay? And I have 2 panels going here, and I would suggest using 2 panels here. All different sizes of beds, a king size, you may even want to use 3. Good. So, and then what we're going to do is grab our fairy lights. And like I said, I'm using the curtain fairy lights here, which have all individual strings coming down from a centerpiece just like this. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to attach this centerpiece just with a little bit of wire to my curtain rod here in the center, okay? And we'll leave it a little bit loose so it's able to slide back and forth with the curtains. All right, just like that. Okay. And now we're going to take our battery pack, and we're actually just going to set it here. We're just going to leave him hanging for right now, okay? And then we're going to take our first light strand and kind of unwrap it there, unravel it. I keep these wrapped like this because, boy, when these get tangled, they are a pain to get untangled. Here we go. And then, so that's basically to the end there, like that. And then we're going to bring it in just a little. So this part here will hang down. So it'll kind of like swag a little bit there, just a little bit. And remember, these are going to ruffle. So we only need a little bit, like maybe, let's see, that's the center. I'm just going to do it just to about there. And then back on the rod here. And then we're going to attach, you can't even see it here. And then we're going to attach our light strand with some safety pins. Super easy. Dun, 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 just like that. Keep that in there. Okay. All right, so we have our first one there, and then this part here will just hang down. Yes, like that. Okay, so let me just show you. Can you see it? All right, just like that. All right, and then, well, as you can imagine, we are just going to repeat with the rest of our string lights. But now, I told you I would show you how to do it if you were using just a regular strand. So if this was your strand, and it's one long strand, well, you would get to the middle of your light string and go to the middle of your curtains, and you would attach your first one there using a safety pin. And then you'll have an equal amount of, an equal length on either side to work with the ones that trail down. And for that, you would just have them go down and loop them back up like that. So they would just go up, down, and of course attaching each one at the top with your safety pin, So you would just go up and down and finish it off like that. So, all right, I'm gonna attach the rest of my lights here and see what we got. Oh, all these toys, my goodness. Oscar has more toys than the law allows. I just wanted to put that out there. Look at the bee. Oh my goodness, and a mouse, and another mouse. Okay, so we are all attached here, all the way across. I just wanted to show you them. There we go there. All right, and then the strings, of course, are hanging down, and then we have the ones here that kind of swag a little bit up top. So, well, let's hang her up. Ta-da! Oh, I like the way it looks. Do you? Oh, I hope you do. Bandit seems to like the way it looks. He's like, Very cool. So now all that's left to do is light her up. Woo! Oh, yes. I'm very pleased with this. I like it. Well, I hope you like it too. And that was our Light Her Up project for today. Oh, nice. I could see this being like, I think of if you have little ones at home, you could get like rainbow colored sheer panels there, or maybe do colored lights behind it, or anything. You do anything with this project, really. You could customize it in any way you want. Well, there you have it. Our what shall we call this anyway? I don't even know. Our light up curtain headboard. How about that? Yeah! So tell me, what did you think of the curtain headboard? I really love the way it looks, especially with those tall ceilings. And like I said, I really could see this in like a kid's room with like multicolored sheer curtains, hanging there, or you could do maybe a princess theme for a little girl or something. I don't know. There's just a lot of things you can do with this type of project. So I hope I made sense with the fairy lights there. I know there's two different kinds, and I was trying to show both of them, but it's a fairly simple and actually a pretty fun project to do too. So I do hope you enjoyed it, as I hope you enjoyed the Cherries Jubilee and the interesting, well, I just hope you had a really nice time with me today, because I'll tell you what, I certainly did. Thank you so much for spending your time with me this evening. It really, really means the world to me. It does. Definitely hit that subscribe button, okay? And the notification bell so you know when we have a new video coming out. Check us out over on social medias. That's Facebook, X, and Instagram. And all of our information, our contact information is right down below. Our P.O. box and our email address too. If you have any questions or anything, just shoot us an email. Definitely leave us a comment below too, and let me know what you thought about our recipe and our project. And if you do make either one of them, definitely shoot us over a picture. Thank you again, everybody. You have a fantastic week. Remember to stay in the light. And I'll see you next time, okay? Ciao, everybody.